All right, so here we go. It is, let's see, what is the date? It is the 27th. We are moving into the end of August. So, right now, if you guys are, and at any moment, if I start freezing, tell me so I can switch to the internet. We are moving, Jamie's frozen, so that's why I can't tell if I'm frozen. Okay, maybe I'm not frozen. Am I frozen, guys?
No.
Okay. All right. So we are moving into the end of the month. So I see you guys. The leaderboard has been coming out. I see a lot of you guys that are working really hard, changing so many different lives, working towards the Success Club. Everybody on here, I mean, obviously, guys, because this is all I do, I am always online. And our groups are rocking and rolling. We have our I Am Too Busy challenge, which some of these people that were in there, like literally, I have probably about 25 people, like the groups of people that always comment. Now, all these people that didn't do anything for a really long time, a lot of challengers, they're popping up out of nowhere, and I'm so motivated. That group, the I Am Too Busy and the Graduate, is really rocking and rolling. And then I know a couple of you, and while I'm talking to you guys, I'm going to switch to my internet because my end is acting weird. But Jamie's group, the Back to Basics, it is kind of nerve-wracking when you take a lot of your challengers and then you kind of start running your own per se, but her group is really killing it. I mean, I've been in and out of there, so that Back to Basics challenge is killing it. I know, Dedra, I know you got something kind of going on that you are doing where you've moved your people over and you guys are doing your own. Yeah.
You just froze.
Am I okay now?
Okay. Yeah, all we heard was who were you talking about before you said my name?
So Dedra's challenge is rocking and rolling, and then hold on a second. Lysadia, hold on. I see one of the girls on here. Hold on one second. We are actually, hold on one second. I've got one of the people I'm going to that just jumped on here. Lysadia Gonzalez,
Yep.
I think I'm saying your name wrong. I think I have my team call right now, and then I have us written down for 7:30, so I might have crossed our times by accident, but can you jump back on at 7:30? Because I'm running a little behind.
Yep.
But hey, girl.
No problem.
Okay, awesome. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I do. You just trust me. Okay. So the challengers are going awesome. People are doing great. John, your challengers are really starting to get involved, which is great. I see them joining in, and a couple things to go over quick. A lot of people will jump into that challenge and say, hey, my box is here. Now what do I do? And for a suggestion, what I would do, now you don't have to do what I do, but just for a suggestion, I do not add to the challenges because we get excited when we first sell a challenge pack and then we throw the person in there. But I do not put my people in there until I go over with them exactly what to do. Then I put them in there so that they know exactly what to do. Now, there is a little confusion about the app and how we are adding people into the app. Now, back when we were a little baby team, I would say even a year ago, I used to tell you guys, everybody give me your customers' emails, and Jamie is going to put everybody in. So Jamie would sit there for hours. Well, I did it for a while, and then I got frustrated, and then Jamie was like doing it, and then we just never talked about it again because it takes literally like a week to put everybody in. So I just want to explain to this because I think a couple of people are lost. We have the Facebook group, whether you are in Stephanie Weaver's challenge, whether you are in my challenge, whether you are in Jamie's challenge, whoever's challenge you are in, that is the Facebook side. Then we do the app side. That everybody, if you have a customer, even if you have one person in that app challenge, I don't run the app challenge like a real challenge. The only thing that we're doing, and it seems to work because there's so many groups, is if my one customer is Beth, I set up the app. Now, you may be sitting there saying, I don't know how to set up the app. Well, I don't know how to set up the app either, but if you go into Google and you type in how to set up the My Challenge Tracker app, it tells you, and it takes 3 minutes. Okay. So once you do that, then you can add your people in to track their Shakeology and track their workouts. Just track it. Like track your shakes, track your workouts. Because what happens is I have, just for a suggestion, I have people that don't do the Facebook challenge that only track their Shakeology and their workouts because they're not on Facebook. A lot of my customers that are in their late 40s and 50s, they aren't participating in the Facebook challenge. Okay, but they need a way to track their Shakeology and their workouts. Then you have that group of people that's scared to put their before pictures anywhere. Yeah, definitely, Beth. And then you have people that are scared to put their before pictures ever. So you have people that have all of these things, and it gives everybody an opportunity. And then we have, I have my people track their containers in the app, because we always got to remind people that doing their own thing is not like, okay, I'll be honest with you. I kind of watch what I eat and then I just like work out. Results. I'm not going to see amazing results if I just kind of work out and watch what I eat. Really? Like you really got to follow the nutrition. So I always go over that with my challengers. Make sure you are tracking your containers in the 21 Day Fix app. Because I have people reach out to me all the time. Well, if I want to lose a lot of weight, can I just drink 2 shakes a day? Well, no, you can't, because you're not going to get enough calories, and you need to have snacks and you need to eat. Because yeah, great, I might make another $30, but that means that doesn't that is dumb, because people need to build a life of health and wellness, not a quick fix. If they want to do a quick fix, then they need to go do It Works Bio Cleanse, lose 10 pounds, and then come back next month, and then because they gained 20, and then join our thing, because it's going to take time. People need to realize that. Also, another suggestion is make sure that your customers are tracking their measurements. Because every morning when I jump on the scale, like this morning, like I weigh 135 pounds right now. And I've been 135 pounds in a size 10 and 135 pounds in a size 4. So like right now, like I am like starting to get like really cut and like muscular. But if I was just eating kale and cabbage and walking, I probably would weigh 114 pounds, but I wouldn't be a lean, mean fighting machine, right? So there's a difference the way that your body is gonna like weigh. And Jamie, you might realize that too, because you do a lot of strength training, and I know that you and I have talked about this, because you're like that one day, I don't remember what it was, but we were talking about it, and I was like, girl, you looking too thin. Like teasing you, but you were like, you weighed the most you ever weighed, but you were so thin and like getting so muscular that confuses even us as leaders. Also for coaches, I know it's hard for us because we feel like nobody is really motivating us. So don't ever feel like, go ahead and reach out to each other in the group. Like if John's working out and John's not your customer, that's okay, but tell John he's doing good. Tell Danielle she's doing good, because you know what, guys? I don't have anybody pushing me. Like we only have each other. You know, I have Annie or like my sister, but my sister is my sister. Like she's not gonna be like, hey, did you do your workout? She's gonna be like, hey, you haven't called me all week. Like, let me see my niece and nephew. She's not gonna worry if I'm following my containers, because it's family, you know? So make sure that we kind of, because sometimes I kind of need that push too. So let's see. So I hope that helps you. That part helps you guys. I'm trying to watch my time. Okay. So the next thing is that last week, if you were not on this call, we talked about making sure you reach out to your customers to see if they want to be on our coach group to see what's going on. So a lot of you guys are signing up tons of coaches. Like John, I think you signed up 4 coaches like every day this week, like one like 4 day or something. I don't know. Like John's like signing up like all of, you're in Kansas, right? No, you're in Colorado. You are not. You are in
Missouri.
I knew that. So John is signing up all of Missouri, him and his wife, Heidi. And 90% of my coaches, like I always say to them, like, do you just want to be in my coach group to check it out? We can do a one-on-one, no pressure. But if you're at work and somebody sees you with your Shakeology cup, you might want to know how to quote unquote make a sale. And most of them eventually joining us and wanting to do it. So just because somebody does it for the discount coach kills your depth, meaning building deep. So always reach out to them to see if they want to join. Just the coach group. And then the last thing is please, please, please make sure you have all of your customers and even your new coaches, turn off their notifications on their phone so their phone doesn't beep. Because every time somebody leaves one of our coaching threads, I'm like, it says like, Crystal left the thread. And I'm like, well, there, another one bites the dust. There goes Crystal. And then I reach out to Crystal and she's like, oh my God, I'm so busy and my phone's always going off. And I'm like, your phone's going off? And then I'm like, oh yeah, Sardelli, Ottaway, whatever your last name is, Marie. You didn't tell them to shut their notifications on their phone off. And don't be like my mother-in-law. I love her to death, but my mother-in-law, guys, thinks that she has to read every single thing that people post on Facebook. So if she has 99 notifications, she has to go and look at every single one of them. Ooh, does any of you guys do that? Don't do that. And I know a lot of new coaches get overwhelmed with that, but one of the things I do is like, I have my groups. And then, who is that woman? Oh, that's me when I showered. Okay. Okay. So then, like what I do is I just go into my groups and then I see what's going on. And then I skim my notifications. Like I click on them and I just glance at them. That's it. And then I'm done. Because otherwise you're going to spend hours on all that stuff. All right. So the last thing for the good of the order is your plan. What is your plan this week? Like, what do you guys do when you go to work for Beachbody? For yourself, but like, what do you do when you go to work? And I would suggest before you go to bed that you write out your going to work list. And if you are working out every day, you're drinking your Shakeology and you're motivating people, but you are sitting on this call right now and you don't have any Success Club points or haven't really like helped anybody with a challenge pack, and you feel like that's something that you want to do every month, but at the end of the month, you always end up in the same place. And now there's different ways you could be successful as a coach. Success Club and making sales is not the end all thing. You could be successful because you inspire somebody that never buys from you and they get off the couch and they start working out. But we're going to focus on the business aspect of it right now. So say you're sitting at the end of the month and you're like, man, here I am again. I didn't get Success Club. Well, what did you probably not do every day? And that's a tough pill to swallow. So on my to-do list, every morning, I always have my 25 invite, reaching out to 25 people. Because it's called Eat That Frog. If you've ever read that book, you do the thing you don't want to do that makes you the most uncomfortable first. I don't want to work out. I mean, I do and I don't, but like I got to show up because I told everybody I was going to, right? And I told myself I wasn't going to let myself down, and then I invite people. So what I did is I don't know if you saw my dirty post on Friday, but I was like, what's the last movie you watched? Name your, down there. My mom's probably going to call me tomorrow and be like, your father and I have to talk to you about your case. But they haven't done that yet. But what I did is even as a grown woman, like I still get those phone calls like every day. That's why I made that one post that was like, I'm not going to be ruled by your emotions anymore. Like that was for my mom, but anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. Anyway, so what I did is I wrote down every single person that liked it and commented on it. And then that's kind of like, remember we talked about this before? That's kind of like what I'm working from. So make sure that you are diversifying your Facebook wall. Diversify it. You're getting up and you're working out, 2 likes. You talk about like cruelty of puppy mills and you're going to save all the dogs in the world, 25 likes. You talk about how you sometimes you're just like, oh my God, I'm a mom and I just need a mom time out and I just want to cry. Does anyone else feel like that? 4,000 likes. Okay. But that is going to build your, don't lie about it, because like clearly we all have these things, or dog moms or whatever's going on, and that's going to build your audience. Jamie now did a really good job with that yesterday, posting about things about breast cancer awareness, doing things like that. It tells a little bit of her story without telling her business. So they're like family, you know, like there's different ways that you can put yourself out there without saying, you know, my husband and I are in a really big fight and like I'm just feeling lost and anxiety ridden. You could do a post about how you relieve stress and anxiety. And has anybody ever felt that before? So there's a way to air your dirty laundry without airing your dirty laundry. Does that make sense? So really be thinking about that this week. Okay, so having your to-do list, having your plan of action. And just to give you an idea, I have I've organized my like workout clothes for this week. Like I have 5 different outfits already planned out. That sounds crazy, but you don't have to do this, but this is what I'm doing. For my post, I have I've already got it organized. I'm going to do 25 invites, reach out to people a day. And then I'm going to make spaghetti squash tomorrow, and I'm going to post about that. And this whole week, I'm going to be talking about different things that you can do with Shakeology and the challenge groups. Because the biggest thing we always hear is, oh, I don't need Shakeology. I have a bag and a half left. If you have a bag and a half left, you're not drinking it. So let's whip up that bad boy and make some pudding, right? Because you can make pudding out of it. You can make, like, get out of your comfort zone and make some, you know, it's okay, like the mug cake. Talk about that. Put that on your wall. You can make popsicles out of it. I don't like shakes, people say. Well, that's great, because you know what? You can make brownies out of it, and this is how you do it. You can make pancakes out of it. So try to like take it a little bit further. You know, John does great with that because he did something about how he was working out all the time. Something like he works out all the time, he eats healthy, and then he eats tons of bacon. Because that's relatable. Like saying that you work out all the time and eating healthy, like, you know, like, and then he eats bacon. So it kind of like draws in your audience. So who in here is using Teamzy? Is anyone using Teamzy? Yeah. And then watch Cooking with Jamie too tonight. Jamie is up here, Jamie Nell. If you aren't friends with her, go ahead and send her a friend request or hop by her page, because she always makes that public, right, Jamie? So we can watch her. But Jamie has a cooking show, which is absolutely amazing. And it's kind of funny because my whole family, we watch it on Sundays. Like Cooking with Jamie's on. Okay, hold on. I got to see what time it is. I got to talk to that lady in a second. Okay. And then, all right, Teamzy. Now, you can do Asana, which is free. It's a tracking system. Now, I don't have the patience and the time to put in everybody's name and do Asana. You can figure it out if that's what you want to do. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way, how I built my business. So this is tracking systems. Now, what I've done is you can pull your Facebook list. So you could go on Facebook, hopefully I'm sharing my screen right now, and you can go to settings. So you want to write this down. You want to click the top arrow, and I'm going to go fast, but I'm recording this. No, I'm not. Am I recording this? Yes, I am recording this. Okay. And then I go to download a copy of my Facebook data, and then it says start archive. And then if you're lost right now, you can just go back to the video and watch it in a second. No, that's not my password. I hate when it makes me change my password these days, because my one password went unlocked like my whole life, and now it's like I have 75 passwords. Okay. Okay. Now, if Facebook went down, would you have a lucrative business? You need to ask yourself that. If Facebook went down tomorrow and you didn't pull your contacts list, would you have a lucrative business? Like, would you have a business? My answer to you 3 months ago was no. And of course, it keeps failing. But basically what it's going to do is I am downloading an archive, requesting it. Sometimes it emails it to you. Sometimes it doesn't. And basically what I'm doing is I am pulling my Facebook list. So every single one of my Facebook friends, I'm going to have it on a PDF. Okay. And then if you don't know what to do when you sit down to go to work every day, I post something on my Facebook wall, and I never post a quote. I always write it out. And obviously, what's this talking about? Like, it's okay to be worried about it, but you need to make a decision. To those 1,000 people that told me they were going to buy a challenge pack from me yesterday and never did. That's who I'm talking to right here, right? Anyway, so you post on your wall, you do your workouts, you drink your Shakeology, and then after you pull your list, you can use that list to work off of if you don't want to buy a tracking system, or you can simply just put in the letter A under friends, and then anybody that's not a coach, you could start inviting people, like, you know, like this girl, if she's not a coach, I could say something to her like, hear my son, he's being a crazy duck. And I was like, ooh, look at that sandwich. I need this in my life. Yes. And be authentic. Like, if you don't really need that sandwich in your life, like, don't lie about it. So I comment on 3 things. Well, one thing, I like it. I didn't really read that, sorry, but make sure you're like not just whatever. And then we talked, well, I already did her before, but anyway, same thing, saying thanks for accepting my friend request, sending you positive vibes, la la la. Well, she was already my friend, but I like some of her stuff. And then if she never responds to me, like, are you guys getting to where you're cycling people back through, where you've already invited people and then you're seeing their names again? So then what I do is I'm like, hey, girl, like, it seems like you were interested in the past, but you went a little ghost on me. I would love to give you the deets of my next challenge that's coming up. If I was to open up a spot for you, would you like the details or something? And they're like, yeah, shoot them over. And what do I say next to them, John, when they say, sure, shoot them over? What would I say? Just send the details over, or what would I do?
Well, you wouldn't send the details over right away. It's not like you're not gonna send them like, yeah, $160 online.
I used to do that. Tell me if
Give
you
me
guys
your
have
money.
done that. I used to do that. Here's the details. Let me know if you want to.
No, you tell them it really depends, and you ask them what they need, and you start asking them, the questions of what they're interested what their goals are. You start diving deep with them instead of just, the second you throw that 160 out there just out of the gate, they're going to be like, oh God, money. Ah.
You're like, no, never.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that's all I'm doing. And I'm doing 25 of those a day. And then, now, I may not be getting 40 Success Club points like, Ashley Feldenstein and some of those other, well, not Ashley, because her points have gone down a little bit now because she has a huge coaching group. Like, once you start doing coaching calls and you have a team and you are training coaches and you're running challenge groups, you see new coaches where their points explode. And then when they start getting people, they're hitting 10 just by the skin of their teeth because you have so much more stuff to do. And, but if like most of you guys on this call right now, if you're doing 25 of those a day and building relationships, posting on your wall, you should be being able to help at least, help at least 3 people. So I go through that. And then the difference is I'll do 25 of those because I start with the letter A. But if you get Teamzy shows me, like, this is my, like if I had a portal for work, like, and I signed into my work portal, today I've invited 7 people, no customers, and my coaches, like, everybody's loaded into here. And then, like, it says invite her. So it tells me who to invite. So then I just copy her name. I go to Facebook. And what I find is that I'm friend requesting so many people I don't know. What I find is that I've never really invited these people. I probably won't invite her because she looks a little young. She might be in high school, but, and then I just like some of the stuff, and then I'll say, I don't think I ever said anything to her. Yeah, I did. That must've been before. But, and then I'll like some stuff on her page, and then I'll say, something to her like, wow, you know, you gotta, you know, John, you wouldn't say super cute Paige, like love your vibe, you know, but that's something like that I would say, super cute Paige, love your vibe. I'd love to reach out to you, something like that. Like you got to come up with your little invite. And if you think your invite sucks and you're not sure if it's good, hold on me. If you're not sure if it's good, okay, I was just, sorry, I'm kind of scatterbrained, but, who's your weekend tonight, 7:30, don't worry. I told that one lady that was on here that it was at 7, then I told her 7:30, that's why she was confused. But then, sorry, when I go through my Teamsy, it like tells me who to invite. Then I would do this girl next, this one. Oh yeah, I did put teen, so that must have been where I left off because I wasn't sure. And then I just put, you know, that I invited her, and it logs it. And then let's say I invited this person, and then say they say they're not ready, and I'll say, oh, okay, well, you're not interested right now. Can I follow up with you in a month? So then I put a month, and I type whatever, and then in a month, their name will come back up. See what I'm saying? And then I just work through these, and then it tells me, like, that's how I know to comment on your guys' stuff, because it tells me who to do. And then it says social post, did I read my personal development, did I drink my shake, do my workout? And then my customers, those 2 free customers that you get every month, you load Winter Emerald, and then it tells me who to invite there. So then I do my Teamsy, anybody that likes my stuff. And then at this point, I would really start, guys, I would really start trying to use these Facebook stories. Does everybody know how to do that, or are you guys confused on that? Who does not know how to do the Facebook stories? What I mean is if you go into your, like these are all the people I'm talking to right now, just like my messenger. But if I go up here, I can add a photo like of my day, and then say I'm just going to put this, say I just add this photo from today to it. And then what's cool is people get to know you more than like being a coach. Like that was me watching the fight last night. And then I see everybody that liked it, didn't like it, but they actually watched it. And then I'm like rolling my eyes at it because I'm like, this is so dumb. Like, who watches this stuff? And then anybody that likes my stuff, what you're going to start to find is I reach out, and then I start liking their stuff on their wall. And then eventually the Facebook algorithms too are going to promote my stuff more on their page, because then they get to know me more than somebody working out. You know, like I was watching the fight, like I was at, you know, we were playing outside with my kids and things. And then by the time it gets to, you want to buy a challenge pack from me, they're going to buy it from you because they know you. So then the $140, whatever it is, isn't going to seem like an expense. They're going to be like, you know what, this looks fun. Like this person seems like a real person, a real normal person, and I want to join them. So if you need help with that, reach out to me and I will help you. And tonight I knew I could have given you thousands of inspirational things for the week and thousands of tips, but I kind of wanted to get back to the basics, and I wanted to just talk about the going over the challenge with your challengers, making sure that they're ask them if they would like to track their Shakeology and their workout on the app, the 21-day fix app, tracking containers, if that's the meal plan that they're following and would like to do that. You have posting your workouts, diversifying your Facebook wall. It's not just working out, attraction marketing, pulling in your viewers. And then try to put something up too every once in a while. I know that my thing, like name your, you know what, the last movie you watched that I put Friday, but that changed the Facebook algorithms because there was 210 comments on that, to where when I posted, hey, do you want to join my challenge? When I woke up that morning, I had 5 people fill out the application because so many more people saw it. Just because you post something on Facebook doesn't mean people see it. Okay, so that's why I did that. And then when I posted about joining my challenge, it hit probably 80% people more's newsfeed, and then they filled out the application, which will help me get my points for September. So it's all like masterminded as a whole. All right, before I get off, does anybody have any questions, or do I have any volunteers that would like to run our team call next week? If you have something that you would like to bring to the table and show us how you do things. I do have two of you that I was going to ask if you could share your schedule and show us what you do to be successful. Actually, one or two people, unless anybody would like to volunteer. I'm going to ask you in front of everybody right now if you want to run our team call next week. Volunteers? All right, John. I am going to volunteer you for next week for about 20 minutes. I want you to, if you could run our team call next week, because you are signing up a lot of coaches and you are getting up every morning and you are motivated. And I would love maybe if you are interested, maybe doing a little mindset, doing a call on mindset, because you clearly got a good mindset. And I think it starts with mindset, and a little bit about what you do, because you're doing something I'm not doing, because your numbers are through the roof. And I would love to, if we all learn from each other, then that could help all of us.
Cool.
Be interested
Yeah, no problem.
in that? Awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. So I'm going to have you down for that next one. And then Dedra, I was going to ask you if you would like to do the week after. I don't know if you have to teach on that day, but just something to consider the 10th. If you would like to run our call on the 10th, Dedra, if you're not working on the 10th, that would be great, of September.
I'll look it up.
Wait,
I'll
hold
look
on a
it up.
second. The 10th, and then the 17th, we do not have a call. If you want to mark your calendar, on the 17th, we do not have a team call. I will be at the leadership retreat in Massachusetts for Zoom with Annie Waller on the 17th. All right. And then any other questions? All right, guys. And I do urge you to really look up objections. Go and Google, this is what I did, and put up like biggest business objections, like people saying no. And there's a lot of great sentences I've been writing down that have helped me with my customers overcoming money objections in business. I would definitely read up on that just on your phone this week. Check those things out, money and time, and you might be interested in crafting some posts on that this week, or also trying to take yourself and your business to the next level, coming up with better responses to the money and time objections, because I get that all the time, and I'm definitely constantly reading and trying to become better dealing with those objections. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope everybody has a good night. I'm going to jump on this call really quick, and then I'll see you guys in the group. Who's waking up early to work out?
No, working.
I know, me too. See you guys in the morning. I'm going to sleep in my workout clothes tonight. Bye, guys.
Right.